everyone, and welcome to About Town. I'm Susan Stevens.
And I'm Kathy Whiteman. Thanks so much for tuning in for our Staycation Irving Spotlight on Aloft, Las Colinas, courtesy of Susan. And we'll meet acclaimed Texas sculptor Danville Chadbourne later in the show.
We also have details on Holidays at Heritage, Parade, and the new Green Book exhibit at the Irving Archives and Museum. And in Feature Flicks, check out my review of Wakanda Forever.
In the months after 9/11, an event honoring our soldiers and veterans took root here in Irving.
20-plus years later, Unite for Troops returned post-pandemic with even stronger community support. Here are some highlights from the day.
Unite for Troops, Irving's homegrown, grassroots Veterans Day celebration came back strong this year. Event founder Cindy Porter says her concerns about bringing the event back post-pandemic have been put to rest.
Instead of getting a limited amount of participation, it grew immensely, people wanting to be part of it.
Again, we're so glad to be here to honor our troops.
The Joshua Experience returned, bringing an afternoon of big band entertainment. Other volunteers boxed up donations like socks, toiletries, and candy to remind the troops of support from home. And the Dallas Vietnam Memorial Wall Committee brought a check to help with shipping the boxes overseas.
Send a check to them for $2,500 and say thank you.
The home of Unite for Troops, Porter's Army-Navy store, also celebrated 76 years in business in Irving. A traditional part of the day, the flag retirement ceremony, was a solemn break in a day of festivities that reminded the crowd of the cost of freedom. Steve Porter read the ceremony program.
To clean and purging flames, we commit the flags. Flags no longer serviceable to their previous, long, honorable, and worthy service.
This is a call to action. You are to unite for troops, and your mission is to show them you care. Now, how do you want to do it?
Porter's Army-Navy store is still accepting donations for our deployed servicemen and women. Call 972-579-1155 and find out how you can help.
Our Staycation Irving series features great escapes, local hotels with excellent deals to give you a mini vacation without ever leaving town. In this edition, we visit Aloft, Las Colinas. Shoot some pool, relax by a fire pit in the courtyard, or have a cocktail while lounging in the lobby at the Aloft, Las Colinas.
This particular location has been here since 2008, so we've been kind of in the area for a while. We kind of have like a spunky, funky, very trendy and colorful hotel.
Located on East John Carpenter Freeway, the Aloft Las Colinas is near many Irving hotspots.
There's a lot of corporate companies, Toyota music factories right down the street from us.
But there's plenty to do without leaving the hotel.
Our breakfast is very, very popular, and so it's a cook-to-order breakfast as well as some cold items that we feature in the market. We offer complimentary Wi-Fi here on property, complimentary parking. We do have an beautiful outdoor space with a swimming pool. We do have an on-site fitness center.
Also, on Tuesdays, guests or locals can participate in trivia night.
We actually have a company that we partner up with, and they will come in and host trivia night. You don't have to be a guest necessarily staying here. You could also come by, have a drink at the bar, participate for trivia night. We have the pool table in the lobby and the giant Jenga.
And the hotel has several promotional packages for your next getaway.
We have a package where they can set up tents in the rooms for the kids, and so they feel like they're kind of going out camping and mom and dad can kind of be there. And so we do have a family package. It includes a breakfast for up to 4 people in one of our rooms, which would be with the 2 queen beds, or if they wanted to do a king bed with a tent setup. We do also have a staycation package for couples, which would include the complimentary alcoholic beverages at the bar. We have the American Heart Association package, which we very proudly wear that one and very proudly push that because it's just for such a great cause. So we have a great relationship with them as well.
Aloft Las Colinas encourages the community to partake in all they have to offer when booking your next staycation. To book your next staycation, visit the Aloft Las Colinas page at marriott.com/aloft or call 972-717-6100. 'Tis the season to get ready for everyone's favorite holiday parade.
Hannah James is with us with news on how you can be a part of it. So welcome to the show, ma'am. It's great to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Thank you so much.
So I looked so forward to the holiday parade again this year, and I know you guys have a great theme. Tell us about that.
Yes, so this year our wonderful parade theme is Irving's Polar Express. So we're super, super excited about that.
Yeah, I think people will really be able to get into that one. I loved that movie.
I know, I do too. And it definitely gives you a lot of area to kind of do whatever you want, whether that's trains or the movie or just winter, all kinds of things.
Yeah, so. Great theme.
Yeah, that's really great. So how can people sign up for the parade if they want to be in it?
So the application for the parade is posted on the website, so irvingevents.org, and parade applications are up until Sunday, November the 27th at 5 p.m. So log on to there, fill out all the details, and it'll send it over to us.
Great.
That's fantastic. So a big question that everybody has is, what's the parade route going to be this year so they can know where to set up their sideline chairs?
So that is the one thing that's a little different this year. With all of the construction that's going on, we're kind of limited on our options, so we had to do a little changing. So we're doing a lot more of the residential area this year. So we're still gonna go on O'Connor and kind of start off that way, and then we're going down to turn onto 4th Street and bringing it back up by Heritage Park actually, and then back down 2nd, and so it's kind of just a little bit different. But it'll still be exciting. A lot of the same places will still be active, but there is on our social media and then also on the website, there's a more exact route that's posted, and so you can look there, or feel free to reach out to us if you have any questions. We're around to answer them. So
that is great. That is great. Well, it sounds like it's going to be a wonderful parade again. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes.
Folks, holidays at Heritage, the Irving Polar Express is Saturday, December 3rd, starting at 6 p.m., followed by festivities at Heritage Park. The parade application deadline is November 27th at 5 p.m. Visit irvingevents.org for more information. The Black Panther saga continues with Wakanda Forever, and it's a story that fans have been waiting for. Susan, you know how much I love the original Black Panther. How does this sequel compare?
Well, Kathy, Black Panther Wakanda Forever definitely wasn't as good as the original, but that may be because this film is less of a comic book movie and more of a tribute to the late and great Chadwick Boseman. In the film, the people of Wakanda are grieving the loss of their king T'Challa and processing the fact that they no longer have their protector. During this difficult time, they face a new threat by an amphibious-like warrior race led by a mutant god named Namor, played by the extremely captivating Tenoch Huerta. I'll refrain from sharing any more of the plot because I think the biggest takeaway from this movie was the introduction of a new villain and missing T'Challa. Look, the odds were already stacked against director and writer Ryan Coogler. He had great story in mind for Boseman, and having to start from scratch while also honoring his legacy wasn't going to be an easy feat. Sadly, if you strip away the crisp special effects and thrilling action, you'll see the main conflict is not as layered or powerful as the first film. However, the performances and emotions are strong. Angela Bassett and Letitia Wright are standouts as audiences can feel the pain they are going through from losing their beloved star and friend. There are some moving monologues by both of them, but really the entire cast is fantastic. You are also in for some fun moments and exciting fight scenes. If you focus on Black Panther Wakanda as an homage to the original hero, then this film is still worth the watch and you'll have a pretty decent time.
Wakanda Forever is currently playing. Check for showtimes at one of Irving's excellent local theaters.
The Irving Archives and Museum has another feather in its cap with the new Green Book exhibit.
Jen Landry joins us with a preview of this excellent exhibit. Thanks so much for coming today, Jen. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you both, too.
So this exhibit has really captured my imagination, touched my heart for a variety of reasons. Please tell everybody about it, and I hope that they won't stampede the museum trying to get there to see it.
Well, we wouldn't object to large crowds coming, but the Negro Motorist Green Book is an exhibition from the Smithsonian Smithsonian Institute. It's just an amazing show that looks at the role of the Green Book in allowing African Americans to have freedom of travel during segregation and Jim Crow. It looks at both the difficult part of that story and the threats and the fear of travel, but also the triumphs of both black businesses and being able to explore the freedom of travel that the highway system and automobiles opened up to all Americans. But for black Americans, there needed to be a guide so that they could do so safely.
Absolutely, and it has really captured me. It has.
Yeah, no, it sounds wonderful. Is there a companion exhibit to it?
There is. So as you guys know, we try to partner with local groups and organizations when we host these nationally traveling shows. And so the Irving Black Arts Council has put together an amazing exhibition called the Local Green Book that looks at photography by R.C. Hickman and Calvin Littlejohn, as well as some local artifacts and memorabilia from local black-owned businesses.
That too is another wonderful exhibit, and I love the fact that you guys always try to make sure that you get the local perspective as well, because it ties it to home for so many of us. So before I let you go, the museum has been honored yet again. So proud for you guys and of you guys. Tell us about the latest.
So we are honored to be the recipient of the Texas Historical Commission's John L. Now III Museum of Excellence Award for 2022. Humbled and just really honored to be able to bring that award home to Irving. And I think it's just a reflection of the commitment the community has to making sure that we're telling all of our story and all of our history here in Irving.
That's so wonderful.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah,
Congratulations.
Yes, congratulations.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And folks, you do not want to miss the Negro Motorist Green Book exhibition. It continues through Sunday, January 8th, 2023. Visit irvingarchivesandmuseum.com for more information.
Acclaimed Texas sculptor Danville Chadbourne has artwork featured in museums, galleries, and private collections across the country. Kathy caught up with him at the Irving Art Center to talk about his latest artwork.
I'm primarily known as a ceramics artist or sculptor in clay, but I've always done woodworks, sometimes in conjunction, sometimes independently. Clay and wood are my dominant materials.
Sculptor Danville Chadbourne's affinity for natural materials is showcased to superb effect in the exhibit Danville Chadbourne New Works in Wood.
For whatever weird reason, the last few years I've just been in the mood to work in wood. It's not a common and popular material today. I mean, it has greater and longer historical reality than it is as a current medium. It's very responsive, and if you know what you're doing and if you're engaged with it.
The exhibit features 53 works, ranging from tall freestanding sculptures to two-dimensional wall panels, to pedestal works, to suspended pieces that suggest movement at any moment. Chadbourne uses found objects to create his work.
I mean, wood is like a great free material. Found pieces of wood, things that I trim off trees. I don't go to the lumber yard and buy weird twisted sticks. I mean, the storm blows a China berry down in the front yard, I collect it and that becomes new materials for me to use.
And what Chadbourne creates with that material engages the eye and the imagination.
I make a lot of objects that have suggestive possibilities, especially these big organic forms that look like animal-like, plant-like, human-like, figure-like. You know, there's all these suggestive things that are in them, but there's no direct correlation. There are things that are about possibilities. So I've always been interested in the idea of making objects that suggest something, but don't tell you a specific story, that leave the door open for you to interpret.
What is tangible is Chadbourne's mastery of his chosen medium and his respect for it.
And what you're seeing is the kind of remnants of the living organisms that were here. Those gestures and the way the wood grows, the patterns, the grain, all that sort of stuff, it's all part of that living process that you're seeing some residue. For me, like dealing with wood is like a kind of a reverential connection to the natural world. Wood is like living stuff. It is an organic reality in our world, and it's very important to our living on the planet.
Learn more at danvillechadbourne.com. And if you missed this exhibit, take a virtual tour at irvingartcenter.com.
The exhibit Aquí Ahora has been extended in the Irving Art Center's Carpenter Lobby Gallery through January 7th, 2023. Here's another look and a list of ways to kick off your holiday season about town. And here are some other great things to do happening about town. Momentum Dance Company presents the holiday classic, The Nutcracker, in Carpenter Hall. Performances are Friday, November 25th and Saturday, November 26th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, November 27th at 2 p.m. For tickets, call 972-252-ARTS.
Winter animals are on the stage at Jumpstart Stories and Art. Librarians and local artists team up to create this fun event for toddlers and preschoolers. The fun kicks off Thursday, December 1st at 10 a.m. Visit irvingartcenter.com for more information.
The Irving Art Center presents Noche Buena, a Christmas spectacular, Friday, September 2nd in Carpenter Hall. Call 972-252-ARTS for tickets.
And the Irving Art Center celebrates the season with Santa Saturdays starting December 3rd. Get your Santa photo op and enjoy a fun art project weekly at 2 to 4 p.m. through December 17th. Learn more at irvingartcenter.com. For more events about town, check out our local arts calendar at cityofirving.org/536. And that wraps up this edition of About Town. Thanks for joining us.
Please be sure to tune in next time for highlights from the 2022 Legacy Gala, a night at the Copacabana.
We'll also check out the Blue Christmas Pancake Breakfast, and we'll bring you another edition of Page Turners, featuring a nonfiction novel on the life and crimes of Doris Payne, a notorious jewel thief.
I want to read that one.
Oh, yeah.
As always, we'd love to hear your feedback. Tell us about events going on around the community, people we should profile, or stories you'd like to see on the show.
You can email us at ictn@cityofirving.org or connect with us on social media. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter and Instagram. We'd love to hear from you.
We'll leave you tonight with a look at the Lone Star Youth Orchestra's season opener, New Beginnings. For About Town, I'm Kathy Whiteman.
And I'm Susan Stevens. Have a great evening.